Greetings, fellow Poltermasters. As someone who doesn't have their driver's license and maybe never will, I live vicariously through racing and driving games as it feeds my need for speed, ya dig? Supercharged is one of my favorite Skylander games for that reason, as the 18 vehicles introduced to the game gave you a feel for land, sea, and sky. And you may have noticed I only said 18 and not 20. I won't be including the Crown Cruiser or the Barrel Blaster as, again, I haven't really played the Wii U and Wii versions, so I can't give it a fair rating. You rate them yourself, you lazy bums. I could have split this video into 3, but I'm feeling good this time. I'm going to mush them all together like Sunday morning dinner. What is wrong with me today? As always, I'm Crash Rousel from Crash the Skylands, and this is every Supercharger vehicle ranked from worst to best. Before the video starts, this is 100% my opinion, and the beautiful thing about being a unique special flower like yourself is that you're allowed to have your own opinions. So that means the things I say, you're probably not going to agree with, and that is fine, as long as you're respectful to me and the others in the comments. It's not just me this time, it's everybody got to be respectful to. As long as you're respectful to everybody, then we'll respect you. And I think, honestly, that's probably the fairest you can be. So, let's hop into the video and see how many I got wrong. Number 18, Sunrunner. Compared to all the cool moves and speed every other vehicle has, the Sunrunner is disappointing. The satellite support is fine for seeing the enemy's health, but it doesn't help much if you just attack like I do. Number 17, Crypt Crusher. The design of this vehicle is the only great thing about it in my opinion. Its 2 moves aren't the greatest and its speed isn't anything to write home about. But again, at least it looks cool. Number 16, Stealth Elf. Now, this is my opinion, and my opinion is that I can never get the forest fog to work properly. I've tried dozens of times during playthroughs and I can never make it work right. As this is my own personal list, I have to place a Stealth Stinger here for that reason. Number 15, Jetstream. Even though Hurricane Jetpack surprised me, his vehicle is around the same criteria as the regular version. The AV Razors are a fine move, but the Vacuum Bomb just sucks. Do you get it? Number 14, Shield Striker. He isn't the fastest and his force field isn't great, but the crowd control move makes up for it both. The only thing that kept this vehicle from the lowest spot is that move, so I guess that's a win? Number 13, Soda Skimmer. The biggest flaw about the Soda Skimmer is that I forgot it existed. After giving it another run, I can gladly tell you that it's average at best. The way you can change your bubble mixtures is cool, but I tend to focus on one and never use the others. Tell me which one you use the most in the comments below. Number 12, Thump Truck. The Underpunch is an excellent homing move. The Bush Booster isn't good at all. The Thump Truck is a bulky vehicle, good for in-game challenges, but when the racing comes to the table, it's best to pick another option. Number 11, Dive Bomber. When it comes to the challenges within the game, Dive Bomber is great for all of them with use of his deep sea sonar move, but during the racing, his twin torpedo tubes shine. The fact that both of these moves aren't shining the entire time means Dive Bomber gets this spot on the list. Number 10, Tomb Buggy. As Bone Bash Rollerball surprised the audience with her return to Superchargers, her vehicle, the Tomb Buggy, did the same. Spread the Love is great for ranged attacks and Unfair Play is great for close range enemies. The only flaw in my opinion is these moves don't work great when actually racing an opponent, but I'll just assume I'm using it wrong. Number 9, Buzzwing. Not the greatest choice for anyone who isn't new to this game, but the Buzzwing is an excellent choice to do pretty much everything when it comes to racing and challenges. As its attacks aren't the greatest and most creative, a solid 9 spot should be good enough on this list. Number 8, Shark Tank. Shark Tank is properly named. One of the toughest vehicles in my opinion, he is a good choice for the challenges in the game, but could be hard to get used to in the racing. This is the one vehicle that is hard to master, but can be super useful if you do. Number 7, Splatter Splasher. One of the fastest vehicles in the game, the Splatter Splasher is an excellent racing vehicle, but hinders when it comes to challenges due to its speed. Each of its moves, the Oiled Ink and the Inkling Interceptor, are great for everything, and everyone overall enjoys this vehicle in every aspect. Number 6, Sea Shadow. And then the Sea Shadow comes in. The cool design, the excellent attacks, especially the luminescent launcher, and a great mix of speed and strength make this vehicle an excellent choice for anyone who is starting this game. Number 5, Burn Cycle. The most unique looking vehicle of all the entries, the Burn Cycle was one of the most wanted vehicles when the game came out, as it has a good variety of moves with the Fireball Blast and the plain old releasing fire to every enemy. This vehicle is one of the best overall vehicles in the game, and words cannot describe how good it is. Number 4, Reef Ripper. I'm obviously being biased right now, but the Reef Ripper is the one and only sea vehicle I use for racing. Its attacks are perfect for racing with Electrify the tail hitting far enemies and the Ocean Upheaval keeping the close ones off your tail. I'm going out on a limb here to say that this is clearly the best sea vehicle ever. Don't at me. Number 3, Sky Slicer. Pigeon Flock Missiles. That's all I really need to say. A one-hit move that's also a homing attack? Sign me up. The Feather Fury attack works to get rid of enemies quick. For any challenge or any race, this vehicle works for everyone, and mixing it with Stormblade gives it the perfect boost to win literally everything. Number 2, Gold Rusher. Imagine Trigger Happy as a vehicle. You have the Gold Rusher. The Rapid Fire, the Currency Cannon works for enemies somehow beating you, and the Happy Mine works for the ones trying to beat you. The design of this vehicle is simple and works well with the Double Dare Trigger Happy and his outlandish design. Number 1, Hot Streak. Yes, I'm cashing out when it comes to number 1 entry, but come on, can you get a better vehicle than one that has a speed boost with a fire grill and a continuously roped attack with a nitro blaze? I didn't think so. But I know you'll compete with me in the comments, so I more than welcome you. Just be nice, okay? And that's my list. Who would you put as number 1? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, check the description for a bunch of other SkyTubers you may be interested in. Or you can go watch every one of my videos instead if you're new. I have a very dated Superchargers live stream I did, and it still lives up to this day. It's not as terrible as it sounds. But as always, I bid you farewell.